everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are building a modern artist cottage, and this is something that I built quite a bit ago, and I'm just now getting the speed build out. It is on the gallery. It is called Modern Artist Cottage, just like the video title. And yeah, it's very small. It's currently a technically it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home, but I do use one of the rooms as an artist studio, but you could easily convert that into another sim room if you wanted to. I really just felt like playing around and doing some really, what would you call it, like conceptual, like artist things, like modern art kind of with building. I just was having a bit of fun with it, and I think it turned out pretty cute. It's definitely not something I typically build, which I think is good, because as you know, I've been trying to do some different stuff on my channel. Speaking of different, I put up a episode of City Skylines just today, this morning, and it's up on my channel right now if you want to watch it. It's just called City Skylines Part 1. I think I said watch me fail because I have only played City Skylines like one time for like 15 minutes. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm still learning, so I just thought that, you know, instead of taking the time to learn the game like a normal person, I'm gonna just learn on camera for you guys to enjoy and laugh at me. So that's up on my channel, and I'll link it after this video in case you're interested in watching it, and another one of my builds along with that. But yeah, as you can see, I built some walls and did kind of like a fan effect, which I will change slightly, you'll see. And something I've done a lot in my personal gameplay, but I think I've used it a couple of times in building, but I haven't used it a ton, is I take that little arch thingy sculpture and I size it up different sizes, and I use it to add just dimension and texture and shape to the build that it wouldn't have otherwise, and I really enjoy doing that. I did actually have a really cool art gallery build with that happening, but yeah, my game, of course, didn't save it for some reason, so that was weird. But here you can see I'm adding some half walls on top of those to add a little bit of a like a gradual effect to it, so that you can see it goes from highest to lowest, which I actually think I get rid of completely in the front, but I do keep it on the side. I might bring it back. I don't remember, if I'm being totally honest. I built this like 2 weeks ago, so unfortunately my mind is not that fresh. But you can see I'm just kind of experimenting and trying new things and just trying to make something that's a bit different for you guys. I really have been trying to branch out. I've been craving change in my life, so I thought what a better place to start than the Sims channel that I have. That sounds like fun. And do I keep this? I don't remember. I might keep this. I think I do. Just a little gradual thing, and I do put some lights in between the ones that I keep. I remember that, so it lights it up. And I built this, I believe, on a lot in Newcrest. It's on the smaller lot. What is that, 20 by something? I don't remember. 15 by 20, I think. And I did that so that it could fit on any size lot that you put it on, because it is a small cottage, but you could easily put it on a big lot and just decorate the surrounding area as you see fit. This could even be a really cool build to put like a basement under if you wanted to do some kind of like basement house, like with a big basement on the bottom and just like a normal home on top. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, I really actually enjoy the floor plan of this quite a bit. The only thing I had difficulty with really was the dining table, which in retrospect I probably should have put just like a bar with bar stools, but I really wanted to squeeze a table in there, so that's what I did. And I went with an overall orange and gray and white theme. Orange is definitely the accent color. Initially I put these gray bricks up top, but I end up changing it. I am not a fan of the way it looks, so I think I go with white in the end, if I remember correctly. I'm not really 100%. Do I go with that dark of a color? Huh, I guess I do. Yep, and there I changed them to white. And that is the final color. I think that the contrast actually works kind of nice. I could see why I did that. I get it, I get it. And it does have a small little back, I guess you could call it a back deck, even though it's kind of not really, because I mean, what are you going to put back there? Not much of anything, but that's okay. I guess it works. And I was experimenting here. I was going to put some things on the little sculpture areas, but I ended up liking it plain, so I just stuck some lights in there to really light up everything. And I don't think I don't keep those lights. I wasn't a fan of them. I just put ground lights so that it has kind of a cool effect at night. And I put a light over the door, I believe. Yes, maybe? Yeah, I do. So that way your Sims can see and they don't trip coming outside. Do I forget a mailbox? Ooh, I might forget a mailbox. I hope not. I hope I put a bin in a mailbox, but I never remember for sure. I think every YouTuber well, every builder in The Sims is guilty of that. At one point or another, oh, there's the mailbox, yay! At one point or another, if you build in The Sims, you're gonna forget the mailbox or the trash bin. It's just gonna happen, unfortunately. The landscaping here is pretty minimal. I just wanted to keep it nice and simple. Just a few plants, maybe a tree or two, and call it a day. Not that there's really much room for landscaping, to be honest, so you can see why I kept it simple. I did put some flowers and things between the walls here. I thought that it looked kind of cool. Maybe I get rid of it and keep it on the other side. No, I think I keep it over here. I don't know. It's very simple though. There's not a lot of things happening, and I do put windows between those things because I thought they'd kind of act like a window shade, so it gives like privacy, because you're really not going to be able to see in the window, because the angle where you can see the window you can't see in the room, if that makes sense. So I thought that was kind of cool. I think I put the trash bin back here, maybe. I don't know. Right now I'm just placing windows, which I do believe I changed some of them. Maybe not. I might keep the windows because normally I end up having to change the big ones in the kitchen because I don't like to put cabinets over my windows if I can help it. It just bothers me. So I tend to try to put smaller windows in the kitchen so that cabinets can fit. And oh my god, speaking of cabinets, have you guys seen the new stuff pack trailer for The Sims 4 Parenthood or Parenting? I think it's Parenting. I don't know, but it looks awesome. I'm so excited because, as I'm sure if you've been watching my channel, you probably know that my favorite stuff pack in The Sims, well, one of them, I'd say my top favorites are The Sims 4, The Sims in general, Generations, which is what this reminds me of. The Sims 4 Parenting reminds me of Generations. I also like Seasons and University and Pets. Those are my top sim packs ever. Like, out of all the sim packs that come out, those are always the ones I like the most. And I've seen the parenting pack and I'm super excited. And I also heard rumors that they found coding for pets in The Sims 4, like after the update or whatever. So even though that's not necessarily saying, hey, we're gonna put pets in The Sims 4, the last few times that they've done this, for example with toddlers and with vampires, when people found coding in the game for vampires and stuff, the Sims team was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to give you toddlers or vampires, and then they totally did. So I'm guessing that pets are probably in the works, and that's pretty exciting stuff if you ask me. Here we have the kitchen, as I'm sure you can see. And again, I went with orange. I tend to get stuck in a rut of using the same cabinets over and over again. So I thought that it was different and fun to use some cabinets that I don't really use, even though I'm not really a fan of them. At least it's something different. I also really like the little entryway I did with the cabinet hanging from the column versus like a wall, and you have that kind of little window into the kitchen. I think it just opens up the space a little bit, and it's a little bit of fun for this tiny home, because if I was living in a house this small, I definitely want to utilize like open space so it seemed bigger. So I thought that that was cool, and just some simple accents in the kitchen here and there. Oh, I put in a coffee pot. That's nice. Do I put in a dishwasher? I don't know if I put in a dishwasher, but you've got all the necessities. You got a sink, and I do put in the counter there. And do I keep bar stools? I don't know if I keep those bar stools. Oh, and for the entryway here, I decided to put in a couple of shelving pieces so that you could use that space to put things on. And because it is an artist cottage, I do stick art around the place on the ground, because even me personally, like, I have artwork on the ground propped up against the wall. So it seemed like a very realistic thing to do, at least to me. And I do end up putting a tile wall in the kitchen. I think I go with the spa day tiles, just to add a bit of texture and break up that gray, because it was just a little too much for me. And again, I'm putting art around because it is an artist cottage. I use these paintings, which I think are really cool, and they kind of tie in the orange vibes in the house without being super orange. I'm rearranging them right now though. So I thought that that was nice. This little archway leads into kind of like a hallway room, because that's the way it goes to all of, oh, I do get rid of those windows, huh? But that's the way it goes to like the bedroom, bathroom, etc. And I guess I'm putting in a shelf over there. I forgot that I completely deleted those windows, but yeah, that's okay. There's plenty of windows, I believe. Now here is the dining table I squeezed in here, and it doesn't look bad by any means. It doesn't look bad, but it just kind of seemed unnecessary with the bar stools there, but whatever. It works. I just think maybe I should have left it out and put something else there, like maybe a chess table or something, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. And it's very small, just a straight shot to the living room, as you can see. I don't remember if I keep that orange couch. I always want to use that couch, and I feel like it never works out for me. I love orange, if you didn't know. It's my favorite color. Do I keep the couch? No, I don't keep the couch. There's just something about the tone of orange that doesn't work with the other oranges in the game. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's off, you know what I mean? It doesn't really work. So I do use some orange chairs in there, and I tie the blue and teal back with the painting and the rug, and we get the blue and the teal from the paintings by the front door. And I squeeze in a bookshelf. I don't think I put much else out here though. You know, I guess you could put a computer on the bar and then keep the dining table. That would be kind of cool. I wasn't sure what to do with this space, so I think I ended up putting a mirror there. You can see I'm trying a bunch of different stuff. Not really sure how to fill it up. Yeah, I think I end up going with one of the vintage glamour mirrors, which fills out the space nicely. And if you have a small space, mirrors are a great way to make it look bigger, so that was pretty cool, I guess. Again, this hallway room, not a lot of space to work with, so I do just put a couple of paintings in there and call it good. Now the bathroom is also kind of orange themed. I went with orange and white, which a lot might think is overkill, but I just am tired of bathrooms, honestly, and I wanted to use something that I don't typically use. It's easy to fall into the rut of like neutral bathrooms, like gray and white, and you know, all these just plain colors. So I thought that throwing a bit of orange in there kind of punched up the vibe a little bit and gave it a different feel. So that's what I did. It's still pretty boring because honestly, I'm just bored of bathrooms right now. I don't know what it is. Now, the bedroom, I did do a very, very bright kind of, it's not really a color scheme, but there's like a punch of yellow. I just wanted to do something that I don't typically do, and I found something. Was it the curtains? I don't know if it was the curtains or a rug. It was something that made me really want to use yellow, so that's what you will see in a second. Again, I'm layering pictures on the wall. I think that they look really cool when you stack them up. Is it that rug? Oh yeah, it's that rug, because the bed is white and the curtains are white, so I was like, ooh, yellow is kind of fun. So I put in some yellow side tables and some paintings with yellow in it. It's not a lot. I think that the gray really tempers the yellow down and makes it more realistic, but I do like it. It's different. It's not for everyone for sure, but it's different, and I think that that's cool. Oh, I do keep yellow curtains on the wall above the bed. That's cool. I like the yellow. And I put in some yellow flowers. And then I go with this big painting on the wall that has yellow in it. Right there. Ooh, did I leave it that low to the ground? I think I do. I would move the painting up. I don't know why I left it that close to the ground. I was looking for some flowers that had yellow in them. And then what do I put over here? Do I put anything? Oh, I went with a simple gold frame. Okay. Well, here is the artist kind of studio room. I do put some tarps on the ground to kind of protect the flooring, because if you were in here making a mess with paint, my assumption is you probably wouldn't want it on your nice flooring. And I did put a pumpkin carving station in here as well as a workbench, just because I figured maybe, well, to me the carving station kind of looks like a clay station or something. Clay station, it sounds like PlayStation. No, but like somewhere where you would sculpt clay, so it just looked kind of arty to me, so I stuck it in there, and it's a studio. So I put in some paintings, maybe ones that were finished that they stacked there, and I think I put in a stereo too. And then I put some sculptures around the room that maybe the artist made, as well as just some artwork on the wall. I do believe that this house is somewhere in the 20 to 30,000 simoleon range. I don't remember 100%. Oh yay, I remembered the bin. Look at that. I'm so proud of myself. But I don't remember for sure, because like I said, I built it a couple weeks ago. So yeah, it is on the gallery. You can find it by searching my username, which is ToriSimz1 on the gallery, or you can search Modern Artist Cottage and find it on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the builds at the end of this video, as well as city skylines, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go. As always, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye everyone!